What up, tribe? It's your girl Raji, and I'd like to welcome you to my podcast, The Kush Concierge, something for the people, where the hustlers come to evolve and learn more about hoodoo, astrology, tarot, culture, and everything in between. So, you guys know, or if you don't know, we are still in the redemption quarter of our 4 quarters of impact. Last week, we covered shadow work. This week we're moving into the planets as well as the houses that we are going to be working with in order to expand and grow as our highest selves, or if you are using this to expand and grow your brand or business, these episodes will most definitely be for you. Okay, so yesterday we discussed the rising sign. So if you missed out on that, definitely tap into that episode. It gave a little bit more insight into your rising sign and what it means for you. And now we are going to move into Jupiter. So Jupiter in itself is going to be how you will expand and how you will grow. So Jupiter is very important. If you have gone ahead and filled out your chart guide, your natal chart or birth chart guide, whatever you want to call it, you have already located your Jupiter sign. So Jupiter is one of the personal planets, and again, like I said, it is going to, for lack of better words, assist you in learning about how you grow, expand, how lucky you are, where is your wealth, things like that. So that's just a short term for it. So if you are trying to be really focused on pursuing growth within your personal self as well as your business or brand, you're gonna look for what house Jupiter is in your chart. This is gonna tell you what your area of specialty might be and how lucky you will be in terms of that. Well, it's Jupiter, so you're gonna be pretty daggone lucky. So let's go more into what Jupiter is all about. So Jupiter is going to be, like I said, good fortune. Jupiter is going to be about adventure, self-discovery, knowledge, wisdom, authority, confidence. So self-assurance is pretty dominating. So that's like your ego and stuff too. Ethics. So this is all about moral codes, rules, laws, justice, authority. So in terms of Jupiter through the signs, so if you're going to look at what sign Jupiter is in as well as the house, just so you can get familiar with it and what it's supposed to look like to you. Now, Jupiter within, if you have Jupiter in Aries, you are motivating people, you have a clear plan, you're good for leadership. Taurus, you may be more practical, you may be more patient, slower moving, just slow and steady wins the race type flow. Gemini, you are going to be more about learning, knowledge, very good with communication in your words. That's how you'll grow. If you have it in Cancer, it'll be where about your personal life, like home. That's where your happiness is. So you're looking for a small group of people. You are more focused on probably like children and like the family unit, nurturing, some form of helping others. Okay. Leo, it's going to be all about being grand, extravagant, and lavish. So you might explore what characteristics of Leo will help you grow with Jupiter in Leo. Virgo, it's going to be all about good luck in terms of organization, getting things together, attention to detail. You will like to do things that are very, kind of tedious, and, you want to develop your talents. Libra, you are going to be all about fairness, equality, justice, authority work, very strong social skills because Libra is all about partnerships and relationships. Scorpio, it's going to be about being passionate in your beliefs, and you are going to have a harder time having people are going to, let me say that, switch that around. People are going to have a harder time like pushing their beliefs onto you. You're kind of stuck in your ways in regards. So Sagittarius, you will have like abundance and freedom, very open-minded. You want to try new things like traveling. Sagittarius is all about creativity, being, again, free, very free sign. So you would look up those aspects. Capricorn, very practical. You'd be more cautious. You'd be more all about responsibility, keeping things in order, similar to, your cohort, the Virgo. Aquarius, you may be doing a lot of different things and you may get a lot more of your luck and expansion from community and friendship groups. Pisces, this will mean that you are going to be less wanting to do the daily grind of things. You're going to be more about traveling, fantasy, and spiritual practice. So that's where those signs in terms of Jupiter is going to deal with. Now, in terms of houses, hold on, let me go to my houses area. You need to tap into Jupiter in whatever house it's in, because remember I said, if you say, for instance, you have Jupiter in your 7th house, you'll be more focused on something like relationships, partnerships, building. But I do want to get more details, so let me find that my house information. Y'all, this is very detailed. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Okay. As we listen to Old School Future. Okay. So, the houses. We talked about the first house yesterday. So, that's going to always be your ascendant. Now, however, Jupiter within the houses would go through the 2nd through the 12th house. And I don't want to go down the list. Hold on. Jupiter? Not you being hard to find. Okay. So it might be in the house of your 2nd house, which rules possessions, money, and finance. It might be in your 3rd house of communication. It might be in the 4th house, which rules home and family. It could be in the 5th house, which is creativity and children. The 6th house being health and well-being. It could be in the 7th house, which, like I said, is relationships. 8th house, intimacy and shared possessions. It could be in the 9th house, which would be quest and adventure. 10th house would be career and calling. It could be in the 11th house, which would be friendship and community, or the 12th house for service and sacrifice. Okay. So those houses are going to be very important, because when you get to paying attention to what you do good naturally according to your natal chart, the house as well as the sign will kind of tell you which way you need to go very specifically based on those placements. And that way you can get like kind of a really good map out of how that'll work for you. I feel like this is like good information because I'm having the hardest time finding this page. Hold on, 136. Okay. Okay. So Well, in terms of Jupiter, let's see what else we have. So, like I said, make sure you jot that down. If you've already printed out your guide, you would just simply fill in where Jupiter is, what zodiac sign is in, as well as what house it's in. So that's going to be beneficial to you because you don't want to be focused on something that is not going to help you grow, like are investing into a space or a place that is not going to organically allow you to access this shift that you're trying to do, this new identity. A lot of times, like I was saying yesterday, we have gone forth into doing things that were just essentially what we felt like we should be doing based on society, our parents, marriages, etc., etc. So if you can find your Jupiter and then you can tie it into what sign it's in, like that's a surefire way of being able to approach that from a very real, authentic place. Um, so again, Jupiter sign kind of looks like a little four, or that's the glyph as they call it. It's again the optimism, the luck, the cosmic credits, the expansion, success, philosophy, and education. So we kind of reveal the houses. I hope I explained it into like a easy way. To me, it's pretty straightforward though, because I mean, what the sign is, meaning what type of personality you might have around your Jupiter, and then the house, which is where you'll be putting that energy. I mean, it's pretty straightforward for the most part. So today, find your Jupiter and kind of write out like the things. It's not going to be like a one hitter quitter, so you don't have to worry about being blocked in. 1144, as I say, that freedom expansion, because when I was doing mine, it was like several things on that list. It was lots of topics and places I could have gone with Jupiter being in the house that it was in for me and the sign. So I feel like once you can say like, okay, I only want to look at the house, and the house is going to be a longer list of things. But when you go further and tap into what sign Jupiter is in, at that point, that's kind of going to be like narrowing that shit down even further for you. That's going to be putting that shit down way further. So yeah, check it out, see what it is for you, and start to map out your plan accordingly. So now we've got the rising sign covered. We've already, tapped into the sun sign. The sun sign is generally one everybody knows. And then now we are tapped into Jupiter. So now you're going to, start playing around and seeing where Jupiter is. And I feel like that's like the most exciting one, to be clear, because it's like, okay, a lot of people don't know which way they should go with things, and they kind of just flail around a little bit. And I am a victim of that circumstance. So when I was like looking at my Jupiter in my house and my sign in Jupiter, I was like, oh, okay, cool. And the sign, it's very rare that your Jupiter is going to be like your sun or your, exact thing. It could be very well different. So just take the time to explore that. It will be to your benefit. Now, tomorrow we'll move into Mercury, and that is going to be along the lines of how we communicate. Okay, so I want to also tap into today the particular, well, no, that's going to be, I ain't going to get ahead of myself, because that's going to be a whole separate episode within itself, the astrology and the houses, the important houses. And I did map out on you guys' guides what houses were most important, and if you left some spaces blank for you. So if there are some other spaces in places that you want to tap into, you can jot those down in those empty areas. But I did already like pre-fill out what particular houses and areas were very important for you to be looking at right now. So yeah, I ain't gonna get ahead of myself. I'm not, because Jupiter's like fairly straightforward, so we don't have to dig too deep into Jupiter right now. It's exciting though, so I feel like it's such an easy like explanation, because once y'all get to type writing out these lists of what you could possibly do, the list is gonna be long. So don't take for granted me saying, oh, Jupiter's pretty straightforward, okay, yeah, it's not that long of a pill to swallow. Just know the list is not gonna be as short as you think, and you are gonna have to kind of dig a little deeper within the zodiac sign to like find exactly what you should be talking about, what you should be doing, what area of specialty you should be moving in according to your sign as well. So be prepared for the go. Be prepared. And we are in a season like today, for instance, with it being the 6th, the Pallas enters Sagittarius. So it's all about it's an asteroid, and it's all about strategy and wisdom. So this is going to be like this for the next several weeks, which is we need this energy, because we are researching, we are digging deep. And this is just going to give you the opportunity to like look at things from a new point of view. It's going to give you the time to expand your mind and your values. So this is a perfect like position for you to get to start looking at what Jupiter means for you at this point. Now, in terms of the planetary area, the moon is waning crescent in Sagittarius today. Well, it is going to shift at 12:09, I believe, into Capricorn. So it was in Sagittarius this morning at its rising, and now it's shifting over into Capricorn now. So just take note of that. I did post that it was waning crescent in Sagittarius, but I do want to say it is going to shift in the last half of today into Capricorn. So I'm going to throw that out there. Now, in terms of particular aspects, the sun in Aquarius is still squaring Jupiter in Taurus and Uranus in Taurus as well. So there's still a little bit of resistance in kind of a little how you are going to be moving forward in terms of what you know. So keep on doing your research, keep on moving forward, keep on like jotting shit down and soaking up that knowledge. Like, don't allow societal pressures or that old sludgy energy to stop you from doing the research and really just exploring new things. Let's see, the moon is only squaring Neptune and sextile Saturn, and it's trending Jupiter. So what's Neptune in again? Pisces. So it's definitely going to be challenging. The idea that you are utilizing your creativity, your imagination in a more solid way. I think we kind of touched on that a little bit yesterday. So putting the pen to the paper, really just working on bringing those dreams and those thoughts to actual physical fruition. So bringing it out of your head, getting out of your dreamy state, putting it on paper, and it's gonna be kind of interesting. But hey, it's gonna be worth it. Yeah, just minor. So work through it, push through it. What else? What else is going on out here in these streets, these cosmic streets? The nodes are squaring again. Lord, what's Mercury? What's the communication looking like? Okay, Mercury in Aquarius is squaring Jupiter in Taurus. Yeah. So the stubbornness of learning new things, the stubbornness on moving too quickly into stuff, like being slowed down, taking your time and really formulating what you want to see happen in, like I said, a very real way where it can come to fruition in the 3D and not just in the 5D, 6D, or however you subscribe. Let's see. Tuesday is ruled by Mars, so today is going to be all about ambition. Today is going to be all about like building yourself and protecting what you want to see grow. Mars is in Capricorn today as well. We got a lot of earth placements in the sky. But yeah, Mars is in Capricorn and it is conjuncting Pluto. And it is and Pluto's obviously in Aquarius. It is also, so they're kind of like having a love-hate moment, Mars and Pluto right now. So again, I just keep saying, it's just not the time to like back down. It's like dig your heels in, fight for what you want, really seize the moment to grow. Even when you seem unsure, you're not sure you should be doing this. I feel like it's time, to take the leap of faith that's gonna like give you this new life. It's gonna give you this new frequency that I always say that you deserve, because you do. We do. Mars is trending Uranus and Mars is sextile Neptune. So it's like giving you the idea that, okay, you can have these things, you can shift, you can move forward, but then it's kind of like, okay, could I, maybe. So there's a little apprehensive. I was looking for the word. It's a little apprehension there, but again, this is the time where you're gonna fight through that. And especially since we are coming up on that new moon, any like doubt that you have, you need to erase it, because as long as you can make 1, 2, 3, 4 all go along in sequence, you don't have no problems, you don't have no issues. And we are doing the work. So you're approaching this from like a place of authenticity, from a place of knowledge, from a place of being sure. So there's no reason why you should feel like unsure of the shift. There's no reason at all. Get to planning, get to doing, period. All right, so, and Capricorn is all about like long term, being responsible, discipline, so yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and pull and get our reading done today, because you guys have some work to do, and so do I, as we formulate. I'm still not going to give that sheet out. I will probably, 11:55 also, I'll probably put that worksheet out in regards to the identity shift right before the new moon, because I don't want us to get ahead of ourselves. You can look it up. I mean, you can push faster, but it's only going to boggle your mind, simply because a lot of things, when you get to going into astrology and shit, if you ask me, it's like very easy to go down the rabbit hole. So I'm wanting us to take the steps. Like, we still going down the yellow brick road. We still going down the rabbit hole. We still transforming and changing. But we just doing so in a very calculated risk type of way. Feel me? That's why I'm not like, I don't put stuff out. Like, you can always go search. Like, I have books. I've been uploading books. I've been putting things up. Even in regards to like hoodoo and stuff. As far as me being a practitioner and me being a guide and being a leader and like helping people, yeah, you can go look for it. But what I'm putting out is going to be slow and steady, baby. Because you could fuck up, and you could fuck up quick. And this is not the climate to do that in. So I just want to pace. I want us to pace ourselves. But mistakes are a part of growth. So hey, if you feel it frisky, by all means, I do have some things downloaded and put up. But I would love for you to take it slow. So you don't have to return so many times to the drawing board. You're going to refine, obviously, but I just feel like if you do it right the first time, you have very little to go back and tweak. Unless you starting something new next time. You're a multi-streamer. All right, ancestors, what you got for us today? Thank you for the gift. We don't abuse the gift. And thank you so much for giving us guidance where we need it today. I am here earlier as promised. I don't know if y'all noticed it because yesterday the reading had to come late. I was like, oh my God. But today we're here early. We are here early. So what y'all got for us today, ancestors, spirit guides? Tell me what we need to do. So we got the Two of Knives in the upright for the past energy or the foundation. We've got Railroad Bill in the present. We've got Gullah Jack in the tribe energy. We've got them Bones card for a near future. And we've got Ace of Coins. Okay, I love to see it. Okay, I don't feel bad about it. Okay, it's all in the upright. I don't know. Do we need clarifiers? Okay, so Two of Knives, like, to me, they're saying, like, a lot of things. We're about, like, overcoming these challenges. We are really pushing through regardless, operating on a 3D level as well as a spiritual level. Confirmation with our guidance. Presently, you are moving forward. You're being encouraged not to stop. Confirmation. Being encouraged not to stop. You're being encouraged to keep going and keep fighting for what you want. Gullah Jack representing, so we got the Chariot, then we got the Gullah Jack. So that's like making the necessary sacrifices at the time, being patient, really doing the work, of course. So that's Pisces energy. Chariot, I believe it's Cancer energy. And then we got the Them Bones card, so there's Judgment. So you're doing the self-assessment. You are looking at yourself. You are really being able to work through what you need to work through to get where you're going. And I feel like the only way you can adequately do that right now is by what we're trying to do anyway, is by looking at your chart, is by looking at your behaviors and looking at your habits and who you are and shifting that in a way that's going to work for you long term. Ace of Coins, overall, you're starting building something brand new, something that is going to be substantial, something that's going to bring you prosperity, and something that's going to be long lasting, because coins is like long term, years. When you think of the like pentacles in traditional tarot, so you're shifting the way you think about things, you're shifting the way you view things, and you're fighting. You're fighting for yourself and you're fighting for what you want. I think that's like pretty straightforward, honestly. Confirmation. We getting hella confirmations today, ain't we? Let me see. Two of Knives. Make sure I ain't missing anything. Yeah. Yeah, you're making firm decisions. You're getting in touch with yourself. You're no longer anxious. You're moving forward. I can dig it. I can dig it and making self-assessments. Tell me about this Judgment card. You know I'm gonna get a little nosy. Okay, so 7 of baskets in the reverse is clarification for the Judgment card. So that's kind of letting you know, like, you are needing to assess getting out of your head, getting out of that like la place and putting it on paper. The cycle of you being delusional, being just not having clarity and being confused. The World card came out. That cycle has ended. It's over. You see things true. You see things for what it is. And I'm so proud of you guys. This reading's like very straightforward today. It's like just like what I said when I found about Jupiter. We get to the point, period, because we got things to do. You know, we got things to do. Just to share like my own journey. You know, y'all, I stepped off into working as a spiritual guide and really just working in tarot and getting off into hoodoo, and it was like a slow build. It's been a slow burn, but I honestly feel like it's because this is my North Node energy. So if my purpose, my guiding light, my North Star. So it's like, shit, okay, this like long term. This ain't no quick burn. This long term. Justice on the bottom of the traditional deck. Let's see what they got. So you are needing to, because we got, what is this, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 of sticks, 9 of wands, however you want to say, call it. You may have been kind of beat up, kind of feeling like you done been worked, but no, and you are leaving behind some things, and that working things that have to do with your feelings or emotions. You kind of working past that. Yeah, you were in the Queen of Pentacles energy. You are the idea of nurturing others, not really caring for yourself, got you into that. It made you lack strength, because strength was in reverse, and it did leave you. So now you coming out of the cold, and you are not listening to any rah-rah, malicious plots, plans, and schemes that kept you from being able to start over. This could have been involving a King of Wands in reverse energy, or you could have been in this energy, someone being manipulative, an Emperor energy, so Aries here. So at this particular point, yeah, you overcoming those challenges, you kind of just moving forward. You don't want, you're being more thorough about what you want out of life and what you want to see happen. Yeah, because at one point you were going in the wrong direction, basically. Yeah. So those burdens that were plaguing you, you're moving forward from those burdens. We got the 10 of sticks, or the 10 of wands. You lifting those burdens. You no longer want to be bothered with that. You are loving yourself. We got the 9 of cups. So you loving yourself. You taking care of yourself. You showing yourself what you want. Now there may be some resistance, because we got the 5 of wands in regards to you changing out, here. People or yourself were fighting for you having this new beginning, and they want to, it left you kind of again in despair, hopeless. It left you unbalanced. It left you feeling breadcrumbed, not able to progress. So, but we got this world card. That cycle has ended. That's what I'm talking about, baby. What? Love to see it. Love to see it. Yeah, so you're moving forward now, Knight of Wands, with passion. You're moving forward, with creativity. You are moving forward with the idea that you could really get this shit done. You're no longer worried about how it looks to the outside world. You're solution based. You're fearless. You just enthusiastic. You ready. You're gonna be doing this. This is an inside job. Y'all know, if you've been listening to my other episodes, I've been saying for the longest, like, this shit is not a group think. Not saying you can't have a tribe, but as you start to slow build and get yourself together, this is not a group think. And you are now showing yourself love. You're beginning to realize that you need to be fulfilling to yourself. You're releasing those loads and loving yourself in this moment, and it's so good. This pool is decent. Shit, this pool is decent. We got a little. It's rare that ancestors don't have a little tea, don't have a little get back. That's just rare. I'm impressed. For real, because that little tarot didn't normally eat you up. But it's like being sure, being pure, being, digging your feet in and saying, no, this is what it is. Yeah. So you don't have to defend what you're trying to do anymore. This says the Oracle. You can continue to protect your heart and protect your feelings and your emotions. And there is, you don't need to create, uh-oh, oh yeah. You don't need to create confidence. You create, create in reverse. Don't create. Don't be creating without confidence. You got to have the confidence to create. So continue to do that. You need to walk away from things that aren't growing. And this is no longer a secret to you. So you can find peace and happiness right now. Yeah, there is a rebirth happening here, and you don't need to hide yourself. You don't need to hide the things that you care about. hmm Okay then. All right, ancestors. No fear was on the bottom. Period. I love it. I love it. Beautiful. That's good. Cause y'all know we get go. I love it. I'm pleased. Okay. We got the Lil Kim bag playing, song Bag by Lil Kim. So we're going to get that bag, and we're going to do so authentically with purpose so that we can continue to live as our highest selves. You know, spirit and the ancestors and our spirit guides did not bring us here to suffer and, live downtrodden. We are supposed to be happy. We're supposed to be doing what we want to do. We're supposed to be at peace. Like the struggle, you might have to have some lessons, not losses. But the struggle, nah, not for a long time. Just till you learn to listen. And it looks like we learning the lesson. So I'm proud. I love you guys. And I'm so happy that we are all to this point energetically. If you guys would like to book a private session, definitely look me up on the kushconcierge@gmail.com. Also, I have a link tree that is posted as well for private readings. The 4 seasons or the 4 quarters of impact can be done individually. So if you want to walk with me on a one-on-one basis with your business or your brand or your creative endeavor, we do offer this as a one-on-one service. So definitely look me up for that as well. I am going to post the visuals on social media so y'all can see what these cards look like. And yeah, I love you guys. I hope this helps someone. And, like I always say, we'll chat soon.